of 5 Minutes with Em. Today I'll be talking to my friend Tom Marlow from Tom's Talk Time. So you're Tom's Talk Time, so tell me a bit about why you started it and how you do it.
Yes, I am Tom's Talk Time, Em. I have to say, it's a little bit funny sitting on this side of the interview because normally it's me interviewing you. But Tom's Talk Time, I studied media and journalism at uni, and I thought I would really like to have a news platform or somewhere where I could share what I think was interesting news with all sorts of different people. So I decided to set it up as an assignment originally, and then it went on from there. So lots of people got involved and it got bigger and bigger and bigger. And then I just kept going because people enjoyed it and I had an audience.
Yeah, that's really cool, and you sound really good on radio.
Thank you very much, Em.
So you're very passionate about your career in journalism. Do you have any role models?
I do, and the best part about journalism and media, Em, is that I get to watch what I really love every day because the news is on every single day and it's on TV and it's online and in the newspaper and all sorts of things. So I think I've probably got a few role models. Narelda Jacobs from Channel 10, she's the newsreader from Channel 10. I think I have to say I've looked up to her in terms of a career because she represents everything that I kind of stand for, and I think she's really great and done a fantastic job. But of course, Rick and Sue from Channel 7, when I was a little boy, I grew up watching them and they're still doing it today. So if I can have a career like that for a really long time, I think I'd be really happy because they do a terrific job.
They're really cool role models. You found your teenage years a bit hard. What helped you the most?
Yeah, I think a lot of teenagers go through some tricky times. A couple of things I think helped me, Em, probably music was number one. I loved music, so whenever I was having a bit of a tricky day or things were a little bit hard, I would just plug in my earphones and I would listen to lots and lots of different music. But also, I think talking. Yeah, I was always such a big talker. At school, I got in trouble for talking, but I would talk and talk and talk and talk. And I think even now, I use that as a way to deal with things when things are a bit tricky.
Yeah,
I like to
you can
talk.
discuss it with people and
Absolutely.
make it better.
You do. You definitely make it better by talking and sharing. I feel like when you can offload to somebody, even as a kid, when you're having a bad day at school or you run into a bit of trouble, just talking to a friend or a teacher or mum or dad, I think is really important.
Yeah, it is really important. What do you think you'll be doing in 5 years?
In 5 years, well, I'm coming to the end of what's called a postgraduate degree, which is sort of like a degree you do after uni. So this year I finished that, and I really hope that very soon I can get into a job. And as you know, in the media, you get to do all sorts of things, cover all sorts of stories. So I really hope that maybe I'm travelling or I'm in a job that I get to experience lots and lots of different stories and news things all over Australia. So I hope I'm in a good job.
Yeah, that would be really cool, and I hope it comes true.
Thanks, Em.
What is the best advice that you could give to us kids?
The best advice. Now, I think if I was a kid, I wish somebody had told me this. So I think when you're a kid, you are always looking forward to what's coming next. So when you're growing up, you might think, oh, next birthday I'm going to be 12, then I'm going to be 13 and a teenager, and I'm going to keep going and I'm going to get older. And sometimes I think we forget to just live and just be kids and have a lot of fun, because when you do become an adult, things get a little bit more serious. You don't always get to have as much fun, but also I think you should ask a lot of questions. Ask why things are happening, and try and learn as much as you can. And I always say, when you're a kid, you're like a sponge, like you're in the kitchen soaking up all those crumbs and things. if you can be a sponge as a kid and ask why at school or after school, maybe sport or swimming or dancing, or if you're lucky enough to go to a wedding or a big celebration, you're always learning and you're always soaking up all of that information so that you're ready when you get a little bit older.
Yeah.
You know lots and lots of things, so
That's
always ask why.
Yeah, that's really good advice. Thank you so much for watching 5 Minutes with Em, and thank you, Tom, for spending 5 minutes with me and sharing your story.
You are very, very welcome, Em. I think you are doing a great job and all the very best.
Thank